Hey guys, this is Eric with Low VA Rates, and today I want to give you a very important tip, and that is 5 questions to ask when searching for a lender. So here they go. Make sure you grab a pen and paper, write this down. There are 5 questions that you want to ask a potential lender. And the first one is, do you have LAP approval or automatic authority? Now, LAP is L-A-P-P. Do you have LAP approval or automatic authority? Now, we've explained what LAP approval and automatic authority are in the video linked below that's down in the description box. But just to summarize, a lender with these 2 designations has met lots of criteria laid out by the VA. The criteria includes doing a certain number of VA loans each year, which means they're more likely to have VA loan experience. Okay? The second thing is, what closing costs will I need to pay? You need to ask your lender that question, because the closing costs you're charged can vary from lender to lender, even with the VA's closing cost restrictions. Now, at Low VA Rates, for example, we only charge that 1% loan origination fee on our streamlined loans, also known as the IRRRL, but we never charge an origination fee when doing cash out loans or purchases. You can also compare closing costs between lenders, as we've explained in numerous videos, once you receive that lender's loan estimate. You put these loan estimates side by side and you can compare. In addition to the closing costs, the APR is going to be on those loan estimates, which makes it nice and easy for you to compare numerous APRs. Most people prefer to go with the lowest APR. Third question out of the 5 we're talking about today is, how long on average does it take to close your VA loans? Now, more experienced lenders will usually be able to close VA loans quicker than those that aren't experienced. Back to question number 1, right? Do you have a LAP or automatic authority? So when you're choosing a lender, you're going to want to work with someone who knows how to move your loan through the pipeline relatively quickly. Now, I'm just going to give you a hint. If someone tells you 15 or 20 days, they're probably setting you up for too high of expectations, and we all know what happens when we've got high expectations that aren't met. We get super frustrated. Right now, at Low VA Rates, a streamlined refinance, we're one of the fastest out there, and we're right in line with everybody else on our purchase or cash outs. Fourth question to ask, do you have overlays or additional rules or requirements on top of the VA handbook? Overlays are simply that. They're rules that the lender invents to go on top of these requirements the VA puts out there, and the lender normally does that simply to protect themselves. The most common one, for example, would be, well, we want to have a minimum credit score of 640. Most of our big competitors out there won't deal with you if you have below a 640. We don't have that same overlay. They may say, well, your debt to income ratio can't be above 45%. We don't have that overlay. So find out if they have overlays that you might want to be aware of. And the fifth, and in my opinion, just as important, if not more important than those closing costs and interest rates, how do you communicate with borrowers? Now, I can't imagine a lender saying, oh, well, we communicate horribly. So this is one that you're kind of more asking yourself through experience. When you're out shopping or trying to decide what lender to work with, if emails are going unresponded to, or if they're taking way long, if the tone of the email, if perhaps the grammar in the email. Now you may say, Eric, why is it all email? Well, a lot of people prefer to communicate that way. Let's say you say, hey, I don't want email. I want you to pick up the phone and call me, yet it goes in one ear and out the other, and your loan officer just keeps emailing you. Well, that's horrible communication in my opinion. When you're trying to determine who to work with, you want someone that's going to communicate the way you've asked them to communicate in a professional and courteous manner. So look, we hope you choose us. We can answer all 5 of those questions if you ask us. We would love to be your lender of choice. Those 5 questions, I think that's a very important tip when you start deciding on what lender to work with.